Buffalo 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between our visitors and the New York Jets. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready, set. 57, run. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll work throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson for a Jet first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Patterson on the draw play. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Badgley's kick is good, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. run the counter. Tomlinson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points.
When you can get them, not easily done.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
3 buzz.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check. Fresno.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, Tomlinson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on. Under 10. 10. Watch the ship.
They run the counter. Tomlinson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run the counter. Tomlinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Patterson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Patterson on the carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
There he goes again. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
And the Chargers first down. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
On first down, Tomlinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
SOS.
They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll drop the throw, and the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. Check.
They run the counter. Tomlinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Cluster. 58.
Wait, 89. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Hey, Delta!
Pick it up.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it's Tomlinson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Gostkowski, the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with Patterson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Make these babies cry.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Patterson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose.
Now Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with third and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. 3 down. Shit.
On second down now, Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Tight dogs. Flare. Watch safety creeping.
Load it.
58 for Mike, 58.
Buffalo one.
Drop it.
Rivers on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. "38 yards on the scamper there.
Let's go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. It's just going to take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience.
You ready? Mark 57. Defense wins championships, baby.
2nd and 2. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Wayne Goldman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the shot. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They run the counter. Tomlinson weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 59 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Here we go. Hey, you got tight left. Everyone, you got 4 down.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Ready?
Back to throw here. This one caught by Crowder. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile,